This is gonna be fun. We have like 30 questions.
Yeah.
When I say mega, I mean mega.
I would have thought Shane, selected the questions. I would have thought you would select 22
Why?
for 2022.
Oh.
Like 22 questions for 2022.
I picked 29 because
Dude, that's crazy. Like, how is it that my man is out here, he got the house, he got the chair, and he's still got to deal with backtalk, he's still got to deal with this BS, bro? Like, all he's trying to do is answer 30 questions, and then she got to be smarmy and smart, like, oh, what if you took 8 out in, like, 2022, 22 questions? It's like, yo, come on. Like, seriously? Now, when you look at this, you may think of two different things. If you're a normal individual, such as myself, I'm definitely level-headed, nothing wrong with me. You have the first thing of saying, obviously, she's annoying, but that's all right. That's what relationships are about, Men are the providers. Men are the people who take care of them. They have a loving relationship, and then the women backtalk you and make you feel like a piece of shit. So this guy this looks like a regular relationship to me, right? This ticks off all the boxes, right? And what you may see if you have a chemical imbalance, if you have something that is only described on the internet as being a piece of garbage incel, is that you look at this and the first thing you notice, right, and this is how incels operate, is, me, I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I noticed was this house. I said, God damn, that's a nice house. But if you're an incel, you're gonna look at this and you go, oh, wait a second. In this image, everything's cloudy, but I see something. An image of a female. Oh, my goodness. And then what's that next to her? Is that a guy who isn't buff, 6 feet tall, and lifts 300 pounds? That better be her brother. That better not be her boyfriend. Wait, that's her husband? What kind of bullshit is this? Obviously, this is a fake relationship. Obviously, they could never love each other. Like, that's what happens when incels see this. Like, this is not even an exaggeration. I've seen this so many fucking times. And obviously, 4chan, motherfuckers love trolling, but I've seen it enough where now I believe it. Definitely this is true. This definitely isn't people trying to trigger people online, right? And it's always people who have, like, two different opinions. One is that they're like, the girl is, like, using him. They're like, you know what? She's just using him for his money, for the fame, for the clout. Obviously, they're not in a real relationship. She treats him like a retarded baby, which is hilarious. Like, the fact that you see that and you say that is fucking nuts, right? And then the other side of this is not even that, right? It's that this cannot be real, because if this was real, then we got problems. Like, there's basically a fucking rift in the universe where if I can't talk to girls, never mind fucking marry a girl or even go on a date, how is it possible that someone in a wheelchair, someone who can't walk places, someone who can't do what I do, how is it possible that he's quote-unquote succeeding more in relationships than me? No. This cannot be real. If this is real, this basically deteriorates everything that I think about in society. And, like, this isn't a joke. Like, this is a legit fucking opinion that a lot of fucking incels have. And I think Elliot Rodger, our father, Solomon Heaven, may he rest in piss, actually has captured this manifesto, or captured this idea perfectly in one of his videos, where he expresses himself and basically lets the incel energy just flow through him.
22 years old, and I've never had a girlfriend. I'm still a virgin. I've never had the pleasure of having sex with a girl, sleeping with a girl, kissing a girl. I've never even held a girl's hand. Hell, I don't even have a young girl's phone number in my cell phone. And that's just such an injustice, because I'm so magnificent. I deserve girls much more than all the...
Dude, if Elliot Rodger, like, if the news story didn't come out, if it wasn't a fact that this dude literally killed people because he was such an incel, I would think this was Dax Flame, dude. I say it every time, but it's insane that this is an actual human being that thought the way he thought. So he basically has an opinion that a lot of incels have, is that I'm perfect. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. It's not that I'm built like a fucking Hemi. It's not the fact that I look like wings. It's the fact that women look at me and think, hey, I don't like him for some reason that is totally illogical, right? It's not that I can't talk to women. It's not that I'm built like fucking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. It's not the fact that I'm sitting out here with a comb over at 22 looking creepy in the middle of the woods. I don't know what it is with incels, but they love wilderness. Like, they love being out there, right? So it's something along the lines of, like, I am being robbed of something I deserve. It's not the point that they're like, oh, I wish I could get better at this, improve at this, talk to this. they already are Zeus on Mount Olympus, and they're being shunned from their subjects. These women have the gall to look away when God talks to them. That's the type of energy they're on. Like, it's nuts. Like, it's absolutely positively insane. So a lot of people on the internet, like, if Elliot Rodger, so if you don't know, Elliot Rodger literally went on a shooting spree because he could get no girls. Like, he was literally king of all virgins. He actually, on a forum, once had a mental breakdown because he found out his little sister had sex before him, which is odd. Like, the thing that goes into this is, one, the inability to communicate the way you want, but at the same time, it's also their own misery gets amplified by other people's happiness. Like, the fact that he found out his little sister is in a relationship, and he actually mentions that the dude drove a Honda. He's like, yo, I got a Beamer, dude got a Honda. How does it make sense? How does that make sense? Imagine if this guy was alive today. I think he would literally have a heart attack seeing this, saying, hold up. Never mind BMW. I don't see a BMW in the picture. Never mind Giorgio Armani glasses. I don't see that in the picture either. Why is this girl happy, smiling, next to someone who doesn't even lift, bro? I don't understand. This makes no sense. And it's insane. It's absolutely positively insane because incels see this and it literally is their kryptonite. Like, this literally is like silver bullets to an incel. They see this and they're ready to fucking kill themselves. And what's crazy is that they really don't understand that this could be a regular relationship. Like, this couldn't be just for show. Like, this isn't just some BS. So one dude that's on the internet, my man's Mr. Black Bigelow, I'll put his name because you know my man wants the attention. My man out here making 50 Squirmy and Grubs videos, and he actually had this reaction to this video that I just showed.
Are they going to have kids in 2022? Do you guys honestly believe in your heart that Hannah is going to want to have anything to do biologically with Shane? I mean,
all right, listen. So this guy making some statements, right? Already, I could say some things. You know, you could, if I really wanted to, I could bring up the fact that my man is homeless. If you didn't know, this guy don't have a home. My man's got his suit, jacket, clothes in the back, along with the ATV. So I respect that. He has the necessities, but at the same time, he got the shit that he needs, which is the ATV. And then at the same time, he's somehow talking shit about someone who's in a relationship, has a house, and is basically doing better than he's doing. So again, there's jealousy at play, whether it be incel jealousy or success jealousy. The fact that this dude is not moving and somehow doing better than you, all of a sudden you gotta have problems. I mean, I'll be honest, I saw the house for a second, I was thinking to myself like, damn, that's a nice house. And for a moment, I almost had the Grinch come out and say, yo, how come I ain't got a crib like that? But you know what? One day, if I save enough and work hard enough, maybe I can rent a room in this house. That's my intention. That's my goal in life. And I would go through and basically say that this guy is, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, either looking for attention or is a loser himself. But that actually was done pretty well by my man right here, Chad Doctor, neurologist Dr. Brandon Bieber, related to Justin Bieber. And he goes on to say,
that's almost like she's taking care of her little brother.
Now, I'll talk about a few things. One thing I would say is that Sean is awesome. Like, he's very intelligent, he's funny and witty, he's written multiple books, he does public speaking and other things and advocacy, and he just has that positive attitude where he's not feeling sorry for himself. He's trying to enjoy life despite his disabilities, and he even said that...
Hold up. Yo, I didn't know all this. Yo, now I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? Now I'm looking at this going like, what is she doing with him? Yo, this guy is a fucking author. This guy's a public... Yo, this guy got a lot... What does she do? She's just there. All right, listen, stop. I have a little misogyny came out. I'm sorry about that. But... like, he puts it pretty well. Like, it's not all about just, quote-unquote, laying the dick down and put it in work. Like, you don't always have to be a sex machine, which, by the way, there's no proof that this isn't the case with this. Because I'll be honest with you, like, people can joke and be like, oh, he's in a wheelchair. Oh, it's like, yo, dude, in no point in time should you ever doubt a dude in a wheelchair, because sometimes their pimp game is ridiculous. Like, dude, Stephen Hawking legit had an affair with his wife, his caretaker at the time, dumped her, divorced her ass, and then got married to his mistress. Like you don't understand the dedication this dude had. Like, he literally said, my wife who takes care of me and my kids, I'm gonna divorce you, get lost, I have a new girl in my life, which is nuts. That's nuts. Like, the amount of pimp game Stephen Hawking had, it went on fucking disrespectful. Because honestly, I kind of feel bad for his wife. Like, in only the most toxic masculinity way could you ever feel bad for a woman when a fucking dude in a wheelchair, in a robot voice, by the way. Remember, he dumped her with the robot voice, so it wasn't even him saying it. He dumped her, and now I'm feeling bad for her. Fuck, I would have kicked the wheelchair over, honestly. I would be like, Steven, you're a dick. You're a fucking asshole. Real talk, right? Also, Stephen Hawking, world-renowned physicist, but that's not as important as his pimp game. Obviously, for incels, the only thing they care about is not career success, but relationship success. So my man Stephen Hawking beat you 2-1. My man got 2 girls before you could get a fucking text back. That's insane. Stephen Hawking, real pimp, right? And then we saw a video with Joe Rogan where Stephen Hawking went to strip clubs. So already, like, 2 girls wasn't enough. He had to go on a goddamn fiesta fucking merengue fucking party, which is, I respect that, okay? He lived his best life, you know what I mean? He went to Oxford, he was approved for a couple years, but then his pimp game came out full swing. So people like my boy Elliot Rodger, people like my guy Van Life McGee, they see this, they can't understand it. They can't understand the financial success. How is it that he has a house? How is it that he has fans? How is it that he has people who like him? And then the incels, they don't care about that money and all that. It doesn't matter. Their parents probably pay their way through fucking life anyway. The incels are like, how is a female interacting with this individual? So he triggers, pretty much incels see him as kryptonite, but then anyone who's a loser sees this, and then it's hard for them to make excuses. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at this now, and I'm like, God damn. I got to get my life together because my man out here putting in work. And the thing is, like, they so fucking undermeasure his success, undermeasure his capabilities, that it literally becomes an anomaly. It's like if for them looking at this as if they saw a toddler sitting there and they're like, I don't get it. How can he be successful? He's 2 years old. It makes no sense. Like, my man is a grown man. He put in work. He pays his taxes. Already, that's fucking blowing you fucking losers out of the water. Anyone who pays taxes, I respect that because it takes the burden off my back. So my man out here, he getting girls, he's getting jobs, he's getting money, he got a house, he's living life to the fullest. Y'all online, salty, disrespecting your own self by disrespecting another individual. And at the end of the day, all I got to say, incels will always find a way to be miserable. Everyone else's success basically makes them even more miserable. And I hope this guy keeps existing. And honestly, yo, to be honest, this girl on the left, yo, you better be careful, bro. My man is a new age Stephen Hawking. My man got a lot of girls on the internet. My man got a lot of people hitting his DMs. You got to be careful. A lot of people looking at her like she brings most of the shit to the relationship. I'm looking at him like, yo, my man got the beanie. He got the crazy glasses. He's looking flea in that fucking pimped out ride. That shit outclasses the fucking pimp mobile that Filthy Frank built for that one dude. And that shit was fire by itself. So my man living life large. He's looking real good. To be honest, I would like to drive a wedge between that relationship, become a business partner. You know what I mean? It looked like he's making money. Let me in on that business. But at the end of the day, I can at least say that I'm happy because incels are fucking miserable.